How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're having a great night. My name's Jeff. The channel is Dole Whip Dad. And I got my friend here, Tom, who's got a very convenient YouTube name. Tom Does Disney. Since his name's Tom, that's a good name. How are you, my friend?
Excellent. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm great. I feel like I'm yelling. It's funny. I'm kind of louder and yelling because you're in the parks. I know where you're at, but tell the people where you are where I would rather be. Oh, we're losing you. Oh, I think he's got some poor internet all of a sudden. We've been talking for 5 minutes and it's been clear. Try again. Where are you at?
I should be all right.
There we go. That was clear.
Cool. Yeah, I'm in the Tangled bathrooms.
Which are actually they're my
in Magic Kingdom. Yeah.
My favorite would be the Polynesian. What's that?
Well, yeah, that's a good one too. But these are the best theme. These are the best themed.
Absolutely, they are. Absolutely. So I'm going to pull up chat, say hi to everybody in chat. But again, Tom is in the Magic Kingdom. So if you're in the Magic Kingdom, why would you be in this chat with me? But if you are, go say hi to Tom. He's not going potty, but he's in the general area of the Magic Kingdom, and I think that would be awesome. Jen in the house. Hey, thank you for sharing it out, Jen. I appreciate that. Oh, hold on. I just got a bunch of notifications. Oh. Hold on, guys. My notifications just interrupted me. Let me see who is in the chat. All right, Mike Wheeler's in the chat. Pam Spam's in the chat. Bobby World in the chat. Welcome, my friends. Mike Wheeler, hello. Kilroy in the house. Kilroy is here, I should have said. That would have been funnier. Donna is in the house. Wannabe Musketeer. What a great names in the house. Hey, Michelle Does Disney in the house. Rosa in the house. Jen, thank you again for sharing it out. Michael Riley, what's going on? Gonzo, what's going on? The Lynn Project, our friend, what's going on? I think I got everybody. If I missed you, please say hi. Go ahead and at me or at Tom. I believe Tom's in the chat. Tom, the first time I saw a video of yours, I went because it was long form and it was awesome. It was like I was hanging out with you. I think it's funny because I watched the video I watched of yours yesterday. I'm not sure if it was the most recent one, but you had an egg roll, and it wasn't the hamburger, it wasn't the cheeseburger egg roll, but it reminded me of one of the first videos I ever watched of yours. I feel like you talked to me about that egg roll, which was the first I'd ever heard of it, I think. But your style is awesome, and it's different than most. It's long form. It's hanging. It's like I'm with you in the parks. Why do you do that? I love it. Talk about that for me and the people, pretty please.
Well, to be honest with you, at first the vlogs were so long because I was taking trips down here, and I was by myself. So when you have, the magic's cool and going on the rides is cool, but having the vlog there meant I was just filming a lot. And when I got home, I had tons and tons and tons of footage.
Sure.
So at first I was kind of nervous because, people don't want to watch an hour vlog. They don't want to watch an hour and a half vlog.
I mean, I
thought so.
Time, right? But yeah.
But they actually, it turns out that they did. And it was great. Once I saw that reception of people saying, hey, I like this long form factor, I said, I'm just going to keep doing it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep doing it now that I'm down here, just because I want to kind of get everything a little bit more tight. But it helped a lot, like because we're numbers guys. It helped as far as your watch time goes. The longer the vlogs, the easier it was to get the watch time. Yeah.
So that's interesting. So it was about how often you were down there. I thought it was a stylistic choice, and I like it. I remember talking to you early on when we first started talking. I'm like, I don't know, man. Are you getting people? I remember asking you about, are you seeing a drop off? I don't remember exactly what we were talking about.
No, you did.
We are numbers guys, and I don't know. It kind of lit a bulb in my head. I kind of go the other way, but mostly I'm doing it because I'm trying to get a video out every day. You're getting it. Yours more. It was like I don't always have time to sit down for that long, but it's more enjoyable. It was more immersive, almost like a live stream. And I really like your style.
Yeah.
Let me get caught up in chat, and let me ask you a couple other questions.
Yeah, definitely. I just wanted Josh and Britt are in the house practically perfect park hopping. What's up, guys? Always good to see you guys.
Patrick from Zippity Doodad, Jeff from Only Pass, Jeff with the G from Only Passengers in the house. Who else? I saw some other names. Amy from AJC. They're practically PPP. It's got to get used to saying it like that.
Hi, Amy.
Michael Raleigh seems to think that the Patriots won today. Yeah, as long as they're in the AFC West, they're gonna keep winning. My Chargers, and I learned your Chargers today, Tom. I did not know you were a Chargers fan until today. I already liked you. I like you.
Yeah. I don't know if you're hearing it on your end. Do you have a little audio thing there? I got it all of a sudden. I'm getting feedback.
That happened last night.
Hold on, let me make sure it's not me.
Any chat? You have any audio issues? Yeah, Michelle says Tom's vlogs kind of feel like a reality TV show. That's a good call.
Yeah, hey, so Jeff, even when I took my headphones off and I just listened to it on the phone, I'm hearing like a serious buzzing on your end.
Huh. This happened to me on Thursday night, too. Yeah, Gonzo's in the chat like last time. All right, hold on. Let me see what I can do here, guys, real fast. I don't know what is wrong, but this is not the first time.
Your mic is hot. Oh, there you go. You got it.
Better?
The frequency's gone.
Okay, well, let me know if it pops back up. It's just the I have an external mic that I need to get the drivers, I guess. But I'm just using my.
You're good.
We're good?
You're good. It's
okay,
gone.
Cool. So there's two big news items about your channel to get to. Let's talk about the one that's more life. You moved down to Orlando recently. I'm so jealous. Has it changed? How has it changed for you as a vlogger and as a Disney fan?
Ooh, everything. It has changed everything from the way I walk around, the pace at which I'm moving, the way I'm like actually, because before when it was the vlogs, the camera was never not by my side. I had it out 24/7, ready to go. These past few weeks, I've had a chance to leave it in my car, leave it at home even, like completely. Wow. So just to be able to, because I wasn't doing that before, I wasn't taking the parks in. And as a local, it gives you the excuse to just slow down, which I think is so key.
Because you're going to be back tomorrow or Thursday, or like you don't have to
every day. Like if you want to, you can be here every day, even just for an hour. Or it's not like that. It's not as when you were down on your trip. Like there's a sense of like urgency to get it done.
It's interesting you say that. I used to be an annual pass holder out in California. We lived close enough that we could go a lot. Now I live in Fort Worth, Texas, so it's a bigger deal to go. And I think that my style and my wife's style and even our kids' style, I think Rapunzel's after somebody other. I think that we've had that style of, hey, we're going to be back here next week. Hey, we're going to be back here in another week. But now we're not. Now it's once or twice a year.
Yeah. I was doing so good. I've been up here for a good hour without any screaming kids. So that for right. Disney, that is great.
Exactly.
No, dude, anyway. It was so good to see, even just to see you down here on your trip, like during the Beverly Challenge and all that, like all the creators getting together. I just thought that was an amazing event.
That was I saw actually walking in. I don't even know if I told you. Yep. I'm walking in and I saw Tim Tracker and Jen, like right before I walked in, and then I walk in and you're the first person I see after I walked in the park, and then I know it was like YouTuber everywhere, and then we did.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it was a cool 5 minutes or whatever, like boom, boom, and then oh my gosh, everybody, like all my favorite people.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was really, really cool. And a lot of these people in the chat too that I got a chance to meet like in real life, which was awesome.
Isn't that the best? Somebody
is the best.
It's those brothers in Tangled that are after her. I can tell. Thank you, Steve.
Yeah.
And again, if I missed you in chat, I apologize. I'll go back through and say hello. But let's talk about you. All right. So you are a tech guy. You like gadgets like I like gadgets. And it says right on your Instagram, you use your mobile phone, use a GoPro, and you've got a pretty sweet camera. Do you mind talking about that? How do you decide what you're using that day? Do you use all three? I like your setup.
Yeah, for a long time, because again, on trips, I just put everything in the backpack: GoPro, phone, camera, other lens, everything that I could possibly fit, because I did not want to go back to the hotel room. Now I either bring the camera or I'm bringing the live stream, kind of what's going on at this point. The camera, is an M50. It's a Canon M50.
You love that sucker.
Oh, I hate it because people bust my chops that I say this all the time, but I kind of pioneered the M50
Okay, I hear you.
In Disney, kind of. Like, not a lot of people were using it, and I'm like you, I like other kind of YouTube people like Casey Neistat and Peter McKinnon and all that stuff.
Oh,
so I'm a YouTuber outside of the state. So I saw the YouTube blow up over the M50. Everybody couldn't decide whether it was a good camera, a bad camera.
It was really
so
that was the G. It was the G7 now. It was the G whatever yours and the G. I guess maybe it was a 5 at the time. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But those were the two that YouTubers kind of argued over what the best one was. But you were one of the first.
The G8.
I got to pick your brain.
GH5.
On, the M50.
Yeah, you're talking about the GH5 was the other one.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, they were like neck and neck for a while. The M50, when I picked it up, I mean, instantly I just kind of fell in love with it. Like I make posts about it all the time. Like even Emily, who's in the chat, was busting my chops the other day. She's like, Emily, this is like a love story. She's like a love story that you posted about this camera because I really do love it. It's like part of my Disney journey. But I got to tell you, it feels good to just, you can't always just have the M50. You need to have a lot of gear. Like if you want to vlog at Disney World, because if you're posted up doing some food review, like happened to me the other day when I'm shooting on the M50 and it starts pouring rain, you want to have like a GoPro, and you don't just want an action camera. You want something that's going to have good audio, good visual. You want all that. What do you shoot on? Like when you come down here?
It's my iPhone. I got to be honest with you. I am mobile 100% of the time. I used my Samsung at first, and now I've got my iPhone, and of course everybody's talking about the new one. I went through a whole review the other day with somebody that I respect, and Marcus, whatever. Anyway, and basically the whole review I'm listening to, and he's basically, you're not going to need this upgrade unless you really want it, unless you're a content creator creating videos. I'm like, I'm going to need it now, dang it.
You watch Marcus Brownlee's thing?
Yes, I love him. He's my go-to. I mean, I like a bunch of people, but he's my favorite.
We watch concept stuff.
I think we do. Every time we talk about this kind of thing, we're like right on the money there. I think that at first I did it because I wanted to start. I didn't want to wait to get all the gear. I just wanted to start. Now I kind of got an attitude about it. I want, like, how do I say this? People often will say, I can't until I get this, or I can't until I get that. Hey, Dizzy Rod, I can't until whatever. And so now I almost have this attitude, like I want to show, you can. I mean, I'm not Casey Neistat. I'm sure as heck not Peter McKinnon, but you can. I think, like, I want the gear because I want the gear. I have a GoPro. I don't even take it out. I don't. I've got a doesn't matter what I have. My point is, I kind of have a need now to show that you can do it on the phone. Like, I mean, most of the live streams are on a mobile phone, if not all of them. Well, you live stream in the park now. How are you live streaming in the park?
From my phone, yeah. I use my iPhone Plus. It's actually because you had met Tanya the other night through her stream. She streams on that phone too.
What does she use?
iPhone 8 Plus. Yeah.
I just think that. No, go ahead. Gear is awesome. Hey, Jonathan, gear is fun. And part means Dave of Randy and Dave and I had this talk on. I guess it was on his podcast months ago now. I want to have the gear because I like it, but I don't want to be in Disney with, a backpack full of all my gear, a backpack full of my family stuff, my backpack of my Disney pins. That's no fun. So I don't know.
There's the element of it as a creator that really does like bog you down. Like I had friends today with me, and I was just like, hey, hold my backpack for a second. He was like, dude, what does this thing weigh? 30 pounds? Like. I'm like, I guess so, because there's a camera in there, there's a gimbal in there, there's another camera. I like Tim and guys like that shoot on little tiny point and shoot cameras. They just come to the park, one extra battery, and they get the
less intrusive, and it's less. I don't know. I mean, PPP, nice. You could use the new iPhone. I think I'm probably going to go grab it because I don't dislike what I've got now, and I probably need a gimbal. I mean, I'm noticing a lot on my current section or my current series that's bouncing around because I mean, I'm just pulling it out. I'm just being the tourist guy, right? And nobody's. Yeah. I don't want to be one of those guys. I'm not opposed to it. I like being a YouTuber. So if somebody notices me, don't get me wrong, I love it. But I don't want to be one of those guys with all this gear.
Yeah.
I'd rather be not noticed. I mean, that's kind of a lie. I love attention. What am I talking about? But you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So
what the heck? You think we would have YouTube channels if we didn't like attention?
Right, exactly. I was saying that the other night. Oh, yeah, I kind of like talking in public. Yeah. Hey, Teresa, what's going on? So when do you use your GoPro?
I use the GoPro for anything that involves water. So specifically just Splash and Collie is for rides. And I cannot tell you how helpful it is as far as Florida goes. You know, the rain just comes out of nowhere.
That's
so to
true.
be able to have that thing in my backpack that I can literally reach like this and take it out.
That's a really good point.
It's crucial. It doesn't stop any of what's going on. And I like the GoPro because if you get, like, I have a Hero 7 Black, and I think it's one of the most amazing cameras. I've had my hands on serious cameras. This thing, for its form factor, for its price, it's just an incredible, it's a monster of a camera.
I'm not a camera nerd, but I want to be. The GoPros are probably the best camera ever made. I mean, let's be real. For what it is, I mean, you can put it in your pocket. It's pretty.
Yeah, no, it's genuine. It really is. It could be the best camera ever.
So thank you, Rosa, for dropping that link. Check out his YouTube channel, but I'm going to drop his Instagram channel. And if you don't mind, we're going to talk a little Instagram because, my friend, you are king of Instagram. Somebody just hit how many Instagram followers?
10K. And you were just telling me, I guess it's 10.1 now.
10.1. It was 10.1 10 minutes before we came on.
Unbelievable.
I can't even fathom that.
Shocked, yeah.
Yeah, so you can swipe up, and you gave your first swipe up to Tanya, right?
To Tanya. Gave her to her last night, yeah.
She seems great. I can't wait to get to know her better. She's fun.
She's been so good, yeah. And as far as live streaming goes from the park, she was my go-to when I was at home, yeah. Instagram has been fun. You're in that engagement chat that I set up, and I've gotten, just a great opportunity to meet, people that I idolized, and be able to talk to them through Instagram has been cool. I don't know. I can't tell you. I wish I had an answer because everybody always asks me, oh, what's the growth? Where did it come from? Perfectly honest with you, when I started, I did kind of, do those Instagram-y hack things. I didn't bought any subscribers that, but I tried my every go-to. People love the fact that they can just get in touch with me and they know that I'll always answer them back.
I ask you what your key to success is, but I can tell you what I think your key to success is. You post good content. You post a lot. You post good content, and you're very approachable. I mean, you just said it. You'll respond and all that. I mean, you're likable, my friend, and that's most of it. Hey, Holly. Hey, Dean. What's going on? Yeah, you were lagging there a little bit. I hope you guys could hear that. I heard most of that. Every now and then, he's in the park.
Yeah, I'll try to pause if I see the lag.
You're good. You're good. Dean's watching and eating spaghetti. Ooh, I'm not even hungry. That sounds good. So what's the biggest change for the YouTube channel that you foresee because you live down there now?
Yeah, so I just even today I put out my first kind of local video. And it was the lightsaber build. I'm just gonna do stuff specific. Today we'll do the mountain challenge. Some of my older vlogs too. I'm gonna try to get back into that. I don't know. I shot a lot of vlogs, but it's somewhere in the 20s or 30s. I did Bell Day, I called it, and it was just this idea I had one night. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Hollywood Studios in the morning. I'll see the Beauty and the Beast show. Then I'll go to Epcot. I'll meet. Then after that, I'll go see Enchanted Tales, and I'll go to be our guest."
I love that idea.
Yeah, I want to do stuff like that because people
you
really
can do that because you're a local.
Exactly. I think the big thing is I want to just tighten it up because even though the channel got started on the long form factor vlogs, I'm pretty sure there are tests. I'm pretty sure, and people, if they don't like that, I'll go right back to shooting all day.
Oh no, I mean, come on, they're going to like it all. There are some people that are only like certain things, but mostly there's two things that people like on a Disney Channel, and you've got them both, Disney and you. Yeah. So, and that's what I always say when people say, how do you do this?
Yeah.
Be you, be fun. Yep. If not fun, go work at CVS or something. But come on, be fun and give people.
No, you have to. This is a fun place. Like yeah. It has its moments. Like, you know, when you were down here, it was super hot. Yeah. And I'm sure you felt that a few times. Like that can kind of. But apart from that, this is the best place, like, ever.
Amen. Can you tell my wife that? I mean, she knows, but
yeah, where is she? Get her in the room.
She's probably down there. We had the grandkid, and so as perfect as he is, he's kind of the Tasmanian devil. So I think she's probably putting stuff back together. But anyway, oh, you know what? I got off of the Instagram thing. Shoot, let me go back to the Instagram thing. You mentioned it. Yeah, you have a Disney engagement. I don't even understand. I got to be honest with you. I'm in it, and I don't quite understand it. But boy, is it active. Like, there are a bunch of neat, fun people who are. Well, I'll shut up. Tell us about your Instagram group. Tell us whatever you want.
The Instagram group. Okay, yeah. So the Instagram engagement group it's kind of a tight-knit, like it's turned into almost a family thing. I started it with my friend, Rachel, Disney Princess Couture. She's a rock star. She's almost got 100.
I don't know her, but I know her. I would love to know. She's great.
She's amazing. She's like, and you know, so she helped me kind of set that up. She was like, hey, you know, it'd be cool if we post, and then, you know, we can all engage on each other's posts, because Instagram's got algorithms, just like YouTube's got algorithms.
Sure.
So, you know, it's not like we're all in it for the numbers, but, you know, at the end of the day, whatever we can do to try to boost each other's posts is great. And it really blew my mind was like the friendships that came from it. Like seeing everybody get together last week and all that was just like super duper awesome. But I got some really cool people in that chat. Like Corey Meets World is in there, who you know, and Michael K, and like just a lot of awesome creators.
It really is a neat group. Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny you say not in it for the numbers, and we have this talk almost every Sunday on this show. I don't do it for the numbers, but I'm watching the numbers. I like numbers. I'm a goal guy. I am not embarrassed to say that I have a goal of 100,000 subs. Yep. If that turns somebody off, unsubscribe. I'm not trying to be rich. Sure I am. That's a lie. I don't believe I'll become rich off of YouTube. But if, you know, I become that's funny. But what's wrong with trying to, I mean, it's not the goal of every video, but what's wrong with trying to grow? I love it.
No, honestly, there's nothing.
Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with it. And there's some people that will tell you that. They're like, oh, you know, if you're in it for the numbers, like you're doing it for the wrong reasons or something like that, which is that. But even if you just even if you're just keeping them, you know, but just keep tabs on them, you know.
Yeah, I mean, so comparison kills joy. I'm a big believer in that quote. Comparison kills joy. If I want to compare myself to the Tim Tracker, I'm going to have a bad day every day. But I'm going to compare myself to me. And if the numbers aren't going up, shouldn't I consider I'm not giving people what they want to see? Now, I'm not going to only do videos that I think other people want to see. The key for me, and I'll make this into a question, the key for me is I create content that I think I would like, which I don't know how I would guess everyone does that, but is that what you do? I mean, how do you determine, especially in the beginning, but even now, how you want to go about that, how it relates to your audience and what you like? Yeah.
At first, I was just shooting everything I could because I was just like in awe of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely like, what's cool is sometimes people say to me like, oh, Tom, how come you've never gone to say like Colortopia back when Colortopia was around, RIP Colortopia. I'd never been in. So that was an awesome thing for somebody to say, hey, go in there. Maybe you like it, maybe you won't. So I'm never going to shoot something that I know I don't like. Like if somebody's like, Tom, go ride Star Tours, I'm just going to say no, because I know it's going to drive me crazy and make me sick. But I do like to shoot things that I know I'm going to want to watch back. A big part of why I do YouTube in general is like, it's a legacy. for as long as YouTube exists and the internet exists, you're leaving behind something that is like a definition of who you are.
So true.
So, yeah, so I want to make sure that, you know, even in my not so magical moments, that I'm just coming through authentically, that I'm really just, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Even when I'm not enjoying it, I'm enjoying it.
No, I get it. I love that. My first video ever that I ever posted, it wasn't on this channel. It was of my daughters doing an Easter egg hunt. And I did it 100% for my older self. I wanted to see
awesome.
And now, I mean, I'll be honest with you. One of the impetuses to decide that, hey, I'm going to give this a go was my daughter getting pregnant with my first grandkid, who's now, I don't know, he's 2.5 or whatever. He was downstairs a couple hours ago. And there's something about that. Like, I hope I get to stay on this earth for a long time, but if a meteor hits me right now, when he's 40, hopefully he can watch his idiot grandpa go full at Disney. And I don't know.
And that's cool.
To be out there. Like, I wish I had videos of when I was at Disneyland as a 6-year-old or an 8-year-old. And so I get what you're saying. I mean, it's kind of a legacy, I guess.
It is. No, it genuinely is. And I think I kind of, you know, I think I maybe got that from like a Casey Neistat or a PewDiePie or one of these guys I've watched forever, you know, that they just kind of are like, you know, this is not just about numbers and money and lifestyle. Like, I'm leaving behind something here, which always kind of stuck with me.
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
Tanya's in the chat. Tanya.
We were just talking about you, Tanya. Going to get you on here. And that reminds me, next week I've got Nick Magical News Live on, and then we are into October. I can't believe we're in October. I'm full up through October, November, December, but I've started to put some feelers out for January and February, and Tanya, you're one of them. So I'm hoping to get you on there and a bunch of other people too. So when did you first figure out you're one of us in the Disney love cult thing that we have here?
Ooh, really good question. When did I find out that I was
like? Were you young? Was it as a YouTuber?
I've always loved this place. So when I was 8, I lived in Rhode Island my whole life. When I was 8, my grandpa, myself, my mom, my grandma moved down here. My grandpa was diehard Disney. Like, he loved Walt Disney, everything about him. So we were here on the regular. I've probably been to Disney before I started vlogging about 40, 50 times.
Wow.
So a lot. We had annual passes for a year. We came like every other weekend. And so there's a huge part of this place that I do love. But when I went back up to Rhode Island, high school, college years, I didn't really come down here much. I came down with an ex-girlfriend once. I came down with a couple of buddies just to have fun, you know, drink around the world. We were in college kind of stuff. But nothing really bit me hard. But when I came back last October with my dad, with the camera, I think it was the vlog. I say this to people all the time, actually. There are hardcore Disney fans out there that are way more hardcore Disney than me. They know every Imagineer. They've seen every single movie. It's like, what I love is the content creation here.
I love that.
That's what bit me. So yeah, I could not ride Small World ever again for the rest of my life, and I'd be okay with it. I don't have Disney like that, but if I can barely leave my camera in my car. So I love the vlogging here. I love the creation because it's like limitless content.
Oh man, yeah. I got friends still to this day. I'm almost 50 years old, and I still have friends that say to me, "Why are you going to Disney again?" And I'm like, "There's more things to do." And they're like, "Well, have you seen fill in the blank?" I'm not saying I don't want to see the rest of the world. I'd go other places too, but there's so much stuff to do as a family. There's so much stuff to do as a vlogger. There's so much stuff to do as a foodie, and I love it, and I feel like that's. I don't know. I feel like me and you and so many other people that I'm looking at in chat kind of get that. It's a blast. Yeah. It's great for content, and there's Erica's Insights in the house, and there's people like me who are stuck in Fort Worth who want to see what you're seeing right now. You're at the Tangled area. I wish I was.
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, it's really the life, man. I was editing a video up in Columbia Harbor House the other day, just like, this place it's seriously, seriously magical. And like you said, you could never, ever do it all. And once you did it all, Disney would have more new things, or things would get revamped, and you'd start all over again. It's like,
what did the
I
great
want to see.
say? Walt said it. That's why when my friends freak out, oh, don't take down whatever, it'll never be done. And I love that.
Michael, thanks for letting me know Tanya's in the stream. I do see that. Thank you. She's the best. Tanya's the best.
Thanks, Michael.
Guys, thanks. I've been keeping up with the chat, guys. Thanks so much for all these nice.
Yeah, we got 36 in the house. All of you, if you're not already, subscribe to Tom's channel. Get over to his Instagram. And you know what else I'm going to do? I'm going to drop your Patreon. So why don't we talk about that? I have started my Patreon about 100 times, and I haven't finished it. And I don't really know why. But
okay, I get you.
Patreon. Tell me about that.
Yeah, Patreon's really cool. Patreon's just one of those things I got kind of as an idea from just watching as many creators as I watch.
Yeah.
At first, I kind of felt weird. I was like, does this seem like begging, kind of? Is this like a weird... But the next thing you know, it was like, hey, Tom, do you have a Patreon? And by the time I had gotten 5 of those messages, I felt like I was silly to not have one.
Right.
So I did it, and it's been good. I don't make a ton. I think I make like $30 a month, and I'm a Patreon of, shout out to Michael K. I'm a Patreon of Michael. I'm a $20 Patreon. I'm a $20 Patreon of Michael. So I make $7, and he makes the other 20. And Patreon's funny too, because if you're a Patreon of other people, they take away that money first before they pay you, which I think is the coolest thing. I love
Patreon. I love the idea of Patreon, but keep going.
Yeah. No, it's cool because you can post specific things. And what I did with my Patreon is I set up tiers. So like tier 1, it's just like, oh, you get your name in at the end of the video. But as you get up into those more expensive tiers, it's like, I'll buy you a pin of your favorite character. I'll send it to you twice a year. I'll get you the special edition pins if you're in the next tier. So I tried to make it like, even if you are going to sign up and give me your hard-earned money to do this Disney thing, I want you to get something back in it too. So, dude, I would highly suggest, just finishing the setup on the Patreon, man. People love you, they want to support you,
I'm a nonprofit executive. I've been in the nonprofit world asking people for money, asking people to go golfing, asking my whole life. I don't have a problem with it all, and I don't ask, and I won't ask. But you know what?
Yeah.
And I'm not asking right now. But super chats are awesome. And I've sponsored a couple channels. I'm currently a sponsor of one of my favorite channels, Resort TV 1. And
Josh and Jen are the best.
They're the best. I love them so much. And I love that whether I had the best week in the world or the worst week in the world, they're there for me on Friday night. And it's worth it to me. And hey, I get something back out of it. I'm getting value out of it. I'm a big return on investment guy in my, in the real world. And if I want to get real technical, it's been huge value to me. But it's mostly about, hey, I love what you're doing, Jenna, Josh, the whole family, Dale, all of them. Yeah. And I want to be a part of it. And even if it's just, hey, thank you, have a Starbucks once a week on me, or what, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with it. Like I guess what I'm saying to everybody in chat and you, we need to get out of that I'm not charging for anything. YouTube is a free service that YouTube provides, and we create content. And I'm not saying you can't watch unless you pay me. I'm saying here it is, and if someone wants to support it, I support plenty, and maybe that's why. And I'm gonna make this a question too, because Michael K, you said you give Michael K some money every month. Do you think it's just easier for maybe you and me and others, because we do support other creators, to allow it? Not even expect it, allow it? Yeah, no, I do. I think that the reciprocation of it all is like, it's key. Yeah, it's super key. Yeah, I think so too. And I think that this generation will get over that it's begging thing. And maybe it's just me, because I'll ask. My wife is gorgeous because I asked her. So I don't get this don't ask thing. But whatever. It is what it is. That was hilarious. It's true, right? It's true. Brandy and Dave in the house. Welcome in, my friends. We were just talking about you a little bit. So if you don't know Tom, even if you do know Tom, but you haven't subscribed yet, get over to his YouTube channel, get over to his Instagram, check out his Patreon. He just moved down there. I feel like I glossed over the Instagram thing. Like, I like Instagram. I used to I used to just be the post pictures where I'm at kind of guy. I watch, I watch disc golfers because I like disc golf, and I watch, I had all these things on there. Now it's pretty much populated with all Disney all the time because like this channel, I like Disney creators. I want to see. I mean, if I can't turn on a video, I just go to my Insta, and people like you are sharing the magic, right? So, how does your Instagram work into your YouTube? Do you find that your Instagram followers migrate over? Because I don't know that I think that's a thing too much. I mean, obviously there's some, in the concentric circles, there's a little bit, but mostly I think they're two different groups. But I would rather hear from somebody with 10,000 subscribers than I don't even know what I have. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. Brandy and Dave, I just wanted to say goodbye to them because they said they're hopping off the chat, guys.
Good to see you. Bye, my friends.
Yeah, I think that there is crossover. When it happens, it's very powerful. Like the people that follow me hardcore on Instagram, they are on the YouTube channel. As far as passively goes, I think you're right. I think maybe the swipe up's definitely going to help because there's an element of saying, hey, go check out my link in my description or whatever. People have to work to do it. And so I don't really know if that's the Instagram for me is more of a hype person. The YouTube's my passion where I'm putting in 100% of my effort, and the Instagram is just like Flavor Flav. It's got a big giant, it's got a big chain, and it's just like, go check out the YouTube.
I can't do the boy like he does. I'll lose my voice.
Yeah, YouTube. Even when I'm doing the vlogs more consistently, moving down here has been a nightmare. I'm like all over the place with my uploads. But when I was uploading consistently on YouTube, like having an intro to Instagram would literally be the difference of that video having maybe double the watch time or double the views. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. People loved that on Instagram when I would post the first 60 seconds of the vlog. That was my first thing. I need to look at that differently. I think and then Lynn, was it Lynn? I think it was the Lynn project. Yeah, the Lynn project just said that she doesn't really use Facebook. So I don't know. When I read content creators and listen to content creators that I respect, they'll say things that sometimes hey, Fantasmic Chronicles, what's going on? That I agree with, and sometimes I don't. Of course, like everything, I'm wondering about the other social medias. Like, I think that the Facebook crowd is a different crowd. I think the Instagram's a different crowd. I think the YouTube crowd's a different crowd. I know the Twitter crowd's a different crowd because they all are crazy angry. But I don't even deny that have a Twitter. I don't know that there's. Of course, there's some carryover, but I'm intrigued. I mean, again, you've got 10K on Insta. Did you start your Insta before your YouTube? How did that go? Was it? Talk about that. They did. No, they did start relatively the same time. I think within 6 or 7 days of each other, within a week.
Wow.
But I've actually talked to Rachel about this too. A shout out to her again because she has such a huge following on Instagram. Like when you have 100,000 followers on something, you would assume that if you went to her YouTube channel, she'd have like maybe who knows, but there's not as many there. So
if I remember correctly, and I might be wrong, but she started on Insta and migrated over, right?
Yeah, she did. But even that, like sometimes and it's not her as specifically, even people like Tim Tracker, So Tim's got 700 something thousand YouTube subs, and he's got about 170,000 Instagram followers. Yeah. I get that there's not a huge crossover, but for me personally, there has been a massive crossover, like almost to a point where one of them couldn't really exist without the other at this point.
Interesting. I'm glad I asked that.
Yeah, they go hand in hand for me big time. Probably more so than a lot of other people.
I think there's probably a point where you have success and it starts to, it's like the snowball going down the hill. Like you're having success on Instagram, it's going to help you over here. You have success on YouTube, it's going to help over here. And I think you've probably hit that, certainly with Instagram. So,
Facebook, I don't even have one. Do you have a Facebook page?
I do, and I couldn't care less. You know what? Oh my gosh.
Me too.
I probably have, I bet I get 2 or 3 a week. I bet I get 2 or 3 people a week asking me to respond on Facebook to their messages they sent me. I'm like, you're talking to me now. Like I'm reading it now. Ask me now. I don't understand. So if that's you in chat, ask me the first time. I'll answer. I swear I'll answer. I promise I'll answer. I won't go. My mom is it. Mom, are you here? Mom, when you ask me to go on Facebook, you can ask me right then. What is that? I don't understand. You know what? We're 20 minutes away from an hour. I can't believe it. I haven't asked you too much about Disney, so let's get to Disney. Favorite park and why?
Favorite park. My favorite park is right here, Magic Kingdom. Why? Yeah. Because it's just
Magic Kingdom.
It's hard. It's hard to put. Yeah, Magic Kingdom. Yeah, so much to do.
Favorite place to eat? Walt Disney. Yep. Say again.
I don't know. You know, I had it there for a second. So my favorite sit down is Be Our Guest, and my favorite just like grab something to eat is Flame Tree barbecue.
Oh, I love both of those. That Disney girl, welcome in. See you later. She's got, what are you guys? I think she's in December, but she'll be on a future episode. Yeah, I've only had the breakfast at Christmas time at Be Our Guest. It was a blast. My kids loved it. And Flame Tree, I love that.
Flame Tree's good. Yeah, so my big food thing was AJ from Disney Food Blog. When I first started the channel, it's kind of like one of my favorite moments actually I've ever had. She commented on one of my videos.
Very cool.
And I thought it was fake.
I love her stuff, so that would make my day.
Oh, I thought it was fake. I was like, who? I was like, no way. So I had a chance to actually like message her and say like, hey, thank you for watching my videos. She has literally, anytime I've asked her like, AJ, should I get this versus this? She's gotten back to me.
Really?
She's like my food. Oh my God, she is my food like angel, like my food angel.
So I'm gonna admit something that you probably all could already figure out, but I'm not a starstruck kind of guy. I grew up in Southern California. I got to meet my fair share of famous people. I do what I do for work, blah, blah, blah. And I used to kind of wear that like a badge of honor. Like if you're like, I'm happy to meet you, but if you're famous, I'm still happy to meet you, but I don't really care. That has totally gone out the window with Disney people. Meeting you. And what did I have? Tim and Michael K and all the This and That guys. And they're my friends, some of them now, which is crazy. Hey, Bobby, which is crazy to say because I look up to them. Yeah, that's the right way to say that. I want to, I don't know, like I have good friends, don't get me wrong, but my Disney friends, I don't know, they're like, I hold them on a higher level and I want their autograph. No, I don't. I want a selfie with them. I want, those things. I want to hang out at Flame Tree with them. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Speaking of that, I don't know if I know Patrick was in here way earlier, but Zip, when I finally saw Zip at the soft opening of Galaxy's Edge, dude, he was, that was how I want everybody to see me from that. Can I get a selfie? Can I get your autograph?
I don't know. Are you still here? Zip, say hi in chat if you're here. If you don't know what we're talking about, it's Zippy Doodad, the best name on YouTube. I say it all the time. Love that name. It's a funny story how you got it. But so the This and That crew, I love all those guys.
They're the best. I
got to know Steve. I got to know Dave separately, and then they became the This and That crew. And I'm like, I don't know who this Chef and Zip guy are, but they're awesome too. Yeah. And I mean, like I remember after like week 3, I'm like, I'm jealous. These guys have got what I want. This is great. I mean, they're so fun, and I love them. I love them. But when I met them out there, I guess, I met them all the night. Well, it doesn't matter. The night before the event started, we were at, it doesn't matter. We were at a resort and they came up behind and we were having a great conversation and it was a great night. And PPP was there. So many people were there. Anyway, but then it hit me after they all went away. I'm like, Patrick wasn't there. I didn't meet Zip yet. And it was like I guess it was Epcot day. So it was day 2. Now it was day 3 of my trip where I finally got to meet him. And it was like, I felt like I was going to miss him. Such a nice guy. I don't think he's in here. I was talking a little long, hoping he would pop in, but he was here earlier. Zippity Doodad, check out his channel. Part of the This and That crew.
Yes, Patrick's the man.
He is. They're all like, I don't want to go any negative here and talk about anybody who didn't live up to who I hoped they were, but I couldn't if I wanted to. None of them are. They were great. I loved everybody, and I'm not.
Yeah, everybody was great.
It was like I turned 50 Christmas Day this year, and I felt like a teenage kid in heaven. It was greatness. So I don't know.
Awesome, Jeff. I love that, man. That's so cool.
Well, I mean, you were part of it, dude. Getting to see you in person.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Okay, so what else about Disney? So, favorite Disney movie?
My favorite Disney movie is probably The Lion King.
Mine too. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Character meet and greet. Your favorite you've ever done, and One you want to do that you maybe haven't done.
My favorite ever is actually in my channel intro. I had an Ariel meet and greet one day that was just outrageous. I mean, like outrageous. Some of my favorite footage I ever shot. One that I really want to do, to be honest with you, I met her for like a half a second at Cinderella's Royal Table. I want to meet Aurora. I didn't even know she met anywhere, and somebody told me she meets in France, so I need to.
That's awesome. That's a great answer.
Lynn actually. Lynn, she said when Ariel blushed.
Wait, you broke up a little bit. Say that again.
Oh, sorry. No, I was saying that Lynn knew the answer to my favorite meet and greet. She said it there in the chat. When Ariel made me blush.
Yes,
we had a very good interaction with Ariel.
I mean, it's Ariel, right? Like, I'll just leave it at that. Phantasmic Chronicles 6-3 Browns. All right. So that makes me think Thursday nights, we talk NFL watch party. We're going to get my new favorite Chargers fan over there one night. But thanks for that. Every Thursday night, I think we're going to be on Kelly Myers and the Mouse channel this week. Check that out if you like.
Go Chargers, go.
Yeah, baby. Well, we're in trouble. We had a rough week this week. Food. So we talked about your favorite place, favorite
food.
Snack.
Yep.
Favorite.
Oh,
snack.
My favorite snack.
And by the way, keep in mind my name because there's the right answer.
Yes. Oh, obviously my favorite snack's Dole Whip. My favorite snack is at Flame Tree. Actually, it's the barbecue pulled pork cheese fries. They are the best snack on property. Followed very closely by two things here: the candied bacon, which is in Frontierland, and the cheeseburger spring rolls.
I haven't had either one of those. So I'm a bacon nut, and I've not had it at Disney, and I also haven't had the cheeseburger egg rolls.
So last year when I first came here, I went to Food and Wine. I ate with my dad all around the world. We probably had 6-7 things. I came to Magic Kingdom that night for a Halloween party. I tried that candy bacon.
Yeah.
It's still some of my favorite stuff to watch back because I just fell apart. I fell in love with this stuff. And that's coming after Food and Wine, eating a lot of good stuff all day. I'm telling you, this stuff is unbelievable, Jeff.
So
you gotta have
specifically, where is this candy bacon? It's in Frontierland.
Candy
where?
Is in Frontierland across from Pecos Bills at this little. It sells Mickey pretzels and churros.
Huh. All right. I gotta get that.
It's outrageous. I'll treat you to one when you're down here.
I'll let you. I'll get you a donut.
Cool. All right. Sounds good.
Disney Springs, do you go? And what's your favorite thing to do there? I don't think I've seen you do videos there.
So funny. You haven't because I do not. I was just talking to some of my friends about this. I have probably spent a combined hour and a half at Disney Springs. I have eaten at one.
You don't have daughters yet. My wife and my daughters plan on spending money there.
Yeah, I'm sure the next trip I'll be spending plenty of time in Disney Springs. I have eaten at Earl of Sandwich. It's the only place in Disney Springs I ate.
I do like that place.
Yeah, I would love to,
but I do.
I look at all those places like Polite Pig and Maria and Enzo's and the Edison. I could spend so much money in Disney Springs. It's probably why I stay away from it.
That's funny. So wow, we're at 12 minutes. So I'm going to ask him a couple questions. If you have some more questions for him, now is the time. I'm going to drop his link to his YouTube channel right now. Get over there. What's Vizzle?
Vizzle.
I thought I might get a reaction.
Yes, dude, that's awesome, man. This is like Hot Ones. Do you watch Hot Ones? That was a deep dive you just made right there. Yeah, so Vizzle was my original YouTube channel name. Yeah, I guess Vizzle1717 was the original YouTube channel.
Right there in your link. That's why I asked.
Yeah, just because, and it's actually funny because it works as youtube.com/Vizzle1717 or youtube.com/TomDoesDisney. I don't know.
Oh, does it really? Does it really?
It brings you to 100%. If you punch it, it does the same exact thing.
So did you go?
I don't know.
Did you go about changing it?
I changed it.
Huh? I didn't know
I changed it.
That's good
It's
to know.
amazing. Both of those links work on my channel. They bring you to the same exact page. So Vizzle, yeah, that was the original. That was just kind of like my initials are TV.
Okay.
So television. One of my buddies used to call me Televizzle. Broke down to Vizzle. That's a deep dive.
I love it. I love that I surprised you with that question. That made me happy. All right, so question now. And again, if you got some questions for him, drop them in there at me or at him. But we've already talked about this a little bit. But outside of Disney YouTube, some of your favorites. We've already mentioned a few. Neistat, McKinnon, we both obviously like. I'll shut up. Some of your favorites within Disney's fine too, but outside of Disney specifically.
I watch PewDiePie every single day, and I have.
Do you really?
Oh yeah, like I'm a 30-year-old 9-year-old is what he would call me. Like the 9-year-old army, I'm a proud card-carrying member of the 9-year-old.
So what is it
army.
about PewDiePie that you and 18 trillion other people love?
I can tell you, like, anytime I'm feeling any kind of creator lag, anytime I'm whatever you consider it, I will go back and I'll watch his 100 subscriber celebration.
100? Oh, wow.
And it just makes me realize, like, the sky's the limit. Like, I
love that.
Just like, I think he's the coolest dude.
I think
he's like just the coolest guy.
You know what? One of the things about you that is super cool is me and you have a lot in common, and I apologize for that, but it's true. You're very positive. You're very sky's the limit kind of guy. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely. Where
does that come from?
I don't know. It comes from a deep place, dude. To be honest with you, it comes from like a place of having really like worked on myself. You know, a lot of self work. Yeah. Spending a lot of time alone too. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, in my vlogs, like, people see it. Like, I've spent. I really like learn to love what I do and know who I am.
I love
so
that.
So if you get me down in the dumps, like, you did a really good job.
I love that.
Congratulations.
Good line. I like that. I'll say it. You know, I work with young people, and I'm going to say this to you, but I would say this to anybody. You're right in that the sky is the limit. Like, we live where we live when we live, and we have all these things. YouTube is free. It lets us do this. I mean, and so many other things. So you know who gets me down is people who say, "Oh, I can't because," I hate that. And I don't even want to hang out with them. Like, if they say, "Oh, I can't because twice," I have to fire you or walk the other way. I can't hang with you. So I like people who think they can, because they're right. And the people who think they can't are right also. And they just get in the way. So I admire that about you too, man. Oh, thank you. I'm going to scroll in chat. I feel like I had a question. Oh, it was Lynn talking about bacon, I think. Here we go. How about some tempeh bacon? What is that? Tempeh bacon?
So Lynn is a vegan.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lynn. Is that like a punishment? Were you bad as a kid and they made you be a vegan? Well, I have a daughter who's a vegan too, so.
Tempeh bacon must be like fake bacon.
So, as someone who loves bacon, why would I eat fake bacon? Lynn,
wait,
why you look like that?
Maybe she's not vegan. She's got me cracking up now. I thought you were vegan, Lynn. Are you not vegan?
She says LOL vegan, so I take that means no.
I thought you were.
You know what? I have a daughter who's vegan, and I don't even know if I know what it is. All I know is it's annoying, and I'm not. Ray J in the house. What's going on? Oh,
she's got me corrected. Yeah. She's a vegetarian. She has an obsession with cheese. Okay, Lynn, I'm so sorry.
So those of us who are baconarians don't really. I mean, some people pretend like they know the difference between vegan and vegetarian. I'm going to say we all know what I'm talking about.
Not me.
I will say this though, my daughter, I have 4 daughters. One of my daughters is a vegan, and she loves that Walt Disney World has done a good job. Her words, not mine, in providing vegan options. It was one of her issues. Hi, Side Lynn. It was one of her issues she had out in California back in the day. But I think that's just because that was 10 years ago.
Turn of the tides, everybody's got to do it.
Lots of more people are doing it now. Okay, so I asked you about movie. Favorite character, Disney character, not necessarily to meet, just in general.
My favorite Disney character, it's technically BB-8, but I'll give you a better answer.
It's good.
No, he is technically, because he's got his own parking lot now at Hollywood Studios, so he's official. But I think, like, out of the actual Disney characters, it's Moana.
That's a great one.
Huh?
That's a great choice. I don't hear that answer very good often, but that's a great choice.
Moana. There's
Zippity Doo. Oh, there's Zippity Doo. We were just talking about you, buddy. You're gonna have to rewind maybe 4 minutes. We love you, buddy, and I'm glad you're here. And we love everybody who's here. I mean, I don't want to signal out and ignore anyone else.
Patrick.
Love you all. But Patrick, you rock, buddy. You rock.
How's Beverly guy? You treating New England good for me up there, guy?
And he crushes it with fantasy football too, man. Crushes it. So I got 6 more minutes. Here's what I want to do in the last 6 minutes. What did I not ask that I should have asked? What do you want the peeps to know about Tom and his channel and his Instagram and all those things there?
Dude, you did an amazing job. Nothing. I don't want the people. You guys, if you guys want to follow along on these adventures, Jeff's done an excellent job plugging all this stuff. I post on my Instagram. I'm doing like kind of mini vlogs to the Instagram every day. So if you're ever feeling like you need some park time, like that's a good place to do it. I wanted to ask you one very important thing, man.
Only two questions, but I only do true.
I think no. This is I need more than true or false on this.
All right.
I need to know, one, did you go to Pandora on your last trip? I don't think you did.
Did I go to Pandora? I've always go to Pandora.
But I'm sorry. Did you go on Flight of Passage? I'm sorry.
Oh, you mean the trip? No, we did not go. So the last trip we went on a couple of days ago or a week ago or whatever? Yep. No, we didn't go to Animal Kingdom.
So you have never been on Flight of Passage?
I have not. I haven't done either of the rides. So we got October 1 through 5 or whatever we're there, and we just did the fact. So here's how we do it at my house. Hey, girls. So 4 daughters. 2 daughters still live at my house. They go with me if we go to Disney. They get to pick what we do pretty much 98% of the time.
All right.
And so every year that we've been there, they have not. We don't do fast passes like most people do. And they haven't wanted to wait. We did try to get the fast pass this year because they're like, yeah, let's do it. And it didn't work. Now, I think we got one for the boat ride that I can't think of the name of right now.
Navi River Journey.
That one. So I think we're going to do that one. But I asked the girls, do you want to do the big one? And they said, if we can get in for extra magic hours, yes, we're going to walk it and do it. But if not, they're going to see the wait time and decide. So there's probably a 50% chance or so this time.
I have some suggestions that I need to say. I know. Okay, so you need to ride Flight of, first of all, Flight of Passage is the best ride on property by a mile.
I hear that.
Nothing comes anywhere close to this ride. Okay, so you need to ride it.
Keep going.
How you ride Flight of?
Let me dive in real fast. My youngest, 16, so not that young, didn't care about Avatar at all 3 years ago, 2 years ago, last year. This year has become a big fan of Avatar. So I think I know exactly. So I think
she's got so the queue line, dude. So even if you walk up to that ride and it says 90 minutes, it's never 90 minutes. You just go through it. It's the queue, dude, has this animatronic that's amazing. It has this laboratory scene, and you go through kind of a little jungle. Like when I heard that on whatever stream you were doing, you said, "I've never been on Flight of Passage." I'm like, when I do Distube with Jeff, I need to figure out why he has not been.
You'd be shocked at all the things. So again, we're at Disneyland people until 4 years, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever it is. I've never done Dinosaur. I've got a fast pass for it though because the kids wanted it, and we got it.
Okay, it's all right.
There's so many though. I mean, I don't want to take up your time here. I bet there's a bunch more that you'd be shocked, but that's certainly the biggest.
Whatever other rides you haven't been on, those are okay. You need to get on Flight of Passage.
FOP. Everybody says that. So I know this will shock you. If you know my body type, you're going to be shocked by this. But we did a 5K. We being my daughter and I. Was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago? Doesn't matter. And we ran through. It was the first year it was open. So whatever year that was, and we ran through at sunrise Pandora. And my goodness, it was moving. It was amazing. Yeah. And of course, we went in and checked it out in the daytime then. But Flight of Passage. I think that by October 8th or 6th or whatever the date is, after I'm there, I may have a different answer for you, but so far, not yet.
Dude, you're going to have another answer because I'm getting you on that ride. Just so you know. Like you're going on
more YouTuber trips. And if I'm on a YouTuber trip, I'm in it. Let's do it. If it's with the kids, they get to pick, but whatever.
Yeah.
I love it.
I wanted to ask you what your favorite Dole Whip flavor is. That's my last question.
I love pineapple. I am Dole Whip. So honestly, I've never had a Dole Whip flavor that I didn't enjoy. I don't. Okay. I'm a traditionalist, but I'm not afraid of new things. But I love pineapple dessert flavor. I love pineapple grilled. I love pineapple. I want to go. If I can't live at Disney, I want to live on the Dole Plantation in Hawaii.
Dole Plantation in Hawaii. I knew that was pineapple. That's awesome.
I was worried, before I was monetized, I thought, because I didn't plan. hey, let's make the name Bull Whip Dad. It's actually a brand. So as I got, I'm like, oh, should I reach out? Getaways with Angela, what's going on? How are you? But they haven't caught me yet, so whatever. Oh man, I'm sorry about this cough, guys. So anyway, if you're new in the chat, welcome in. I saw a few new names in there. If you're from Tom, welcome, Tom. Or thank you, Tom. I can't believe this hour. I say this every week at this time. I can't believe how fast this hour goes. Hey, what's going on? I don't feel settled yet. What else do you want them to know? I feel like I interrupted you when I asked that question.
You didn't interrupt me. No, not at all. Everybody's good, guys. I can't, anytime you want to do this again, man, I'll be here.
It's funny you say that. So I shared with you earlier before we went live. I wasn't sure if I was going to do this next year. I wasn't sure I was going to do it the whole year this year, to be honest. And I really like it. And I wanted to get through the whole year without, thankfully, a couple people have asked to come back on, which always makes me feel good. Now I actually have more people coming on than I have weeks, which really makes me feel good.
That is so cool.
But I think next year I'll probably have sometimes where we bring some people back, and I might do another. I'll bore people with it enough. But I
like it. I'm into it.
There's more questions I want to ask. I mean, I don't want to have a stream that's longer than an hour. That said, I got more questions for you, man. Thank you, Katie. Stacy. Okay, here you go. Here's a question. Stacy says a question from Erica. I'm sorry, Erica, if I missed it. Erica's Insights wants to know, Tom, are you going to do any Run Disney?
Yeah, I would love to. I would love really like the Star Wars thing, the Run Princess stuff. It looks great. Yeah, it looks good.
Amazing. I'll tell you what. So as the big non-runner guy that I am, I just wanted to finish and get my medal. But if I could do it over again, I would have. So many meet and greets. There was a Miko meet and greet, and there was all these meet and greets that I'd never seen before. And these people are standing in line, and I'm like, but I want my medal. And then so once I did like 80% of it, I finally said, what are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, they'll wait. Everybody does this. They'll go for hours later. I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I just want my dang medal.
I didn't even think of that when she asked that question. That's reason enough to do it right there.
I mean, the 5, if I did it again, I would do the 5K and I would walk it. Well, I would jog to the meet and greets that I wanted to do. And then I would stand in line. Yeah. And it would take 8 hours or something, but I guess that's what people do. I should have looked into it. Great.
That's a big part of it. Yeah.
Are you a runner?
Huh?
Are you a runner?
Not really. I mean, I walk 12 miles a day here with this 30 pounds of stuff on my back. So I'll probably be in good enough shape by the time it comes up to get it done.
Yeah, I bet. Do you do a pedometer? How much walking do you do?
Yeah, on my Apple Watch. Yeah, I've averaged about 10 miles a day since I got down
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did about 8 the last trip because we watched it too. But 10. I mean,
it's hardcore, man. It's hardcore.
Yeah, if I lived down there, I might not weigh 800,000 pounds. Jen says, Run Disney, races fill up fast. Make sure to sign up. Yeah, so the 5K, I don't think does sign up or fill up fast, but all the other ones I believe do. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm the last one to ask. Anyway, Tom, you rock. I can't believe it.
Thanks, man.
No, thank you. I've been looking forward to this. I look forward to all of them, but I've been looking forward to this. I'm not kidding. I consider you a friend, and I am a fan, and I hope.
Same here.
Well, I hope I can bump into you again here October 2nd, 3rd, 4th, something like that. I'll be down there.
I'm here, please.
I'll Instagram you when I'm there. We're staying at the Poly, which I just like saying out loud. I know, right? I feel that way too. I'll give you my autograph maybe later. I know. I don't. That's why we bought DVC. I can't believe I'm coughing. Anyway, I guess we'll close it up there. Please don't leave Tom off. Thank you off stream. Guys in chat, get over to his YouTube, get over to his Insta, get over to his Patreon and give him some support. If you're not already checking out his content, you're missing out. Guys in chat, especially my mods, you're amazing. Love you guys for handling stuff. I feel like I missed a question. Did I just miss a question? Oh, and I think somebody was saying goodbye. Thank you guys, Stacy. Thank you, Rosa. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Siley. And we will end with this. What do you got coming up on your channel?
Coming up on my channel will be the rest of my last trip to Walt Disney World. Then we'll be moving into local vlogs. In that, you'll be seeing yourself, actually, because the Beverly Challenge is part of that, all that stuff. So
I used the, well, you can see it up in the corner here. Look above Tom's head, and that's you were vlogging. Were you live right now? I don't even know what you were doing right there. Were you live when we?
I am vlogging in this picture, I think.
Whatever. It was fun. It was right at the entrance.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
No, you're going to be in those and that whole Beverly Challenge. So I got tons of stuff, guys. Live streams, all that stuff. Check
My favorite vlogs are the ones I'm in. So there you go. I'll definitely check that out. All right, Tom, you rock again. Stay here, and I'll say thank you afterwards. Everybody in chat, love you to death. The Lynn Project, Teresa, Rosa, Zippity, Doodad, Stacy Rogers, Erica's Insights, Donna, Wannabe Musketeer, Mickey Sightings, Getaways with Angela, and everybody else. Thanks for smashing the like button. Thanks for smashing the dislike button. Is it my hair? That's okay. It doesn't bug me.
Is it my hair?
I wish I had your hair. I like my hair. I love your hair. But that's a whole nother thing. But guys, thanks for being here. Go have a great week. And not next week, not the week that starts tomorrow, but the week after that. If you're down in Disney, come say hi to him and me, because we'll both be there. I think that's it. Tom, you get the last word, bud. Oh, and he's lagging right now. You want the last word?
Good. Yeah, you're good. You lagged a little bit. No, totally. Thanks, guys.
All right, it was fun. Thanks for being here, guys. Have a great night. See you soon. Bye for now.